welcome to this week's episode of You're on the List with Brett Ernst and Carlos Rodriguez. PDG couldn't make it. He's been, let me fix this a little, get this out of the way. He's been in therapy, or physical therapy. So I guess he's a little overworked. Carlos?
He's hurting.
Yeah. How's your week been?
Week was good. I went to the movies. I went and seen, trying to do a whole movie weekend. I tried to go see 3 movies, and I ended up watching 2. Seen Black Bag, with a Steven Soderbergh movie, and it was super slow. But I watched The Amateur, with Rami Malek. Is that his name?
Malek?
Yeah.
Malek. I watched
Rami
that one.
Malek.
That one's good. That one was fun. Because he's not an action hero because he's a little guy, but it's all using his whole tech nerdy shit. And I was like, I like that. I was into that. So it was good. It was good. I seen that this weekend. I didn't go see Sinners though. Everyone wanted to see
What's
Sinners.
that?
That's what people are saying. What I'm reading is it's a Black Dust Till Dawn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's done by Ryan Coogler, who's Sac State, and he did Black Panther and the Creeds, and so he made this with Michael B. Jordan, and who else is in it? There's someone else too.
But it's getting good reviews.
It's getting good reviews. It made its money. It's making its money, and they're all excited about that. And we did see earlier in the week. Me and Nikki went and caught The Accountant 2, an early screening.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
I loved it. I liked it better than the first one.
I like it, man.
Did he save his client's money?
We went and seen it on tax day. So me, my wife, and
Should be
Nikki,
a tradition.
Yeah.
Everybody go see The Accountant on tax day.
on tax day. Because me, my wife, and Nikki went to the flicks, and what happened was she got a panic attack, so she had to leave. She cut before the trailers even started. She was like, "I'm out." I'm like, "All right, no worries." And then so me and Nikki just didn't watch, and I was like, "Do I have to go through?" She's like, "No, just stay. I'll pick you guys back up."
That's her excuse to go meet up with her side dude.
Yeah. So
She was actually skipping out of the theater. She
Yeah.
was really happy about it.
she was, yeah. But it was
I never saw the first one. Who's in it?
Ben Affleck and
And Anna Kendrick's in the
Anna
first one.
Kendrick and Joe Bernthal, who I like, the Punisher.
Oh yeah, he's great.
He's fucking awesome, man.
That guy's great. Is the Punisher coming back?
Supposedly or something like that. I heard
Allegedly. I
on
don't
the
know.
Daredevil series, right?
Right. He'll make an appearance in the new Daredevil series, but I don't know if his show's coming back. I think his show's done.
Which, yeah,
Your bitch ass dad gets anxiety.
he's fucking. He starts worrying about shit. He starts panicking. He thinks about the future too much. Oh, bitch ass.
Dude, Mimi had a good one. She said, your bitch ass dad has like bruises on him from falling. You know how like
Because he's clumsy. Bitch ass dad is clumsy.
like you know how sometimes women have those bruises and they're from just like falling down and bumping into shit.
It's funny when they don't know where they got. I don't even know where that one came
Yeah,
from.
I don't know what I hit.
It's every day.
Yeah, no, I think you'll like it. It's my new favorite movie.
The
I
Accountant?
liked it that much because it's also like I already liked the first one, and the second one is about brothers, and I just like that. I keep saying it like that because I mean, there's no spoiler into that. We already know that Joe Bernthal and Ben Affleck are brothers,
Right.
and so this is, and especially it shows in the trailer, for The Accountant 2. But it's really good, man. I really
They
like
bond
it.
more.
Yeah,
I got to see the first one, man. I'll go see the first one this way. I don't think I've ever saw the Accountant.
because he's on the spectrum. So that's the gist of the movie is that
Affleck is.
Affleck's on the spectrum, and he's good with numbers.
I'm just waiting for Superman
oh yeah,
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
and then Fantastic Four. That's what I'm waiting for.
Did you see the trailer? The new trailer?
The Fantastic Four one?
Yeah.
There's been a bunch out.
A long one came out recently. Like I think it was on Saturday, where it's like a 2.5 minute, and it shows like it looks like it's so funny because as I'm watching, I was like, this looks like The Incredibles, but then The Incredibles is pretty much just Fantastic Four.
Yeah, really.
But it has that old 50s feel.
Yeah. It takes place, I think, in an alternate universe in the 60s.
Yeah, it has to.
But I think DC is going to start to make a run, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that Superman looks dope.
I didn't see any of the new behind the scenes stuff that they put out. Sometimes I try not to watch too much of the things because they give everything away.
Well,
Like
I mean, if you're a fan, what makes these movies, I don't know how some of them got fucked up, but you can't fuck these up. Everybody knows the story. We just want to see if you're into comic books what the adaptation looks like.
Yeah.
That's it. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to reinvent anybody. You just don't have to do a thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think they made Silver Surfer a girl, though,
They did. They made
which
some,
is like, come on.
they're like, and then people were like, there's a girl in one of the universes, and
I mean, but just stick,
Wait, how'd that go again?
stick to the script. That's
Yeah.
it. Well, if you go to Comic-Con and you see the thousands, tens of thousands of people that show up dressed, just take a page out of that. You don't have to do anything crazy.
Yeah.
And, you know, they took the robot from the cartoon to add in
What-
Fantastic Four, the little robot, I forget his name, Robbie or Ron, or it was because he was in the cartoon Fantastic Four.
Oh, okay, I seen it in the trailer, but I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, so he came
Okay.
from the cartoon they used to have when I was a kid.
Mhm.
And then you know, the thing looks pretty dope.
Yeah.
He doesn't talk like but they got that guy from The Bear, I think,
I don't
to
know.
play
White?
to play the thing,
Oh, okay.
because there's a thing where he's cooking in it. But you know, I just hope it's good.
Yeah, because they've had. I mean, third time's a charm, right?
Well, from what I heard about Fantastic Four is that they had, because they haven't gotten it right.
No.
And I heard they have to make a movie by a certain amount of time under their contract, or the rights go back to Marvel.
Yeah.
So they were just making them just to say they made them.
Yeah.
I mean, the one with the B. Jordan kid had made just, it looked like it was in one set.
Mm-hmm.
It was just bad. I didn't even finish watching it.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
And then the one with Jessica Alba was okay, but you know, they just stick to the comic. That's it.
It was funny. It was such a good reveal. Spoilers. It was such a good reveal in Deadpool 3. Now we're Deadpool and Wolverine. When Chris Evans pops
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
Yeah. I was
He's like Captain America. Then he was
he goes, he's going to say it. He's going to say it.
flame on.
Yeah. Dude, that was.
He was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. It was so funny because Amber didn't know, because she's not into this stuff like I'm into it or like we're into it. But she was like, this is really fun just to come to the theater, because the whole theater erupted, you know, that we were into. Like everyone's like, oh shit. And then Blade came in, it was like, oh shit. And then when Channing Tatum came in, she was like, what? And then people were like, hell, like that's crazy. And I have to tell her in her ear like quietly, I'm like, well, he never got to make a movie, and he's been trying, it's been in limbo, the fucking.
But I think he's gonna be in the new X-Men.
Or some shit like that, like the what is it, the new Secret Wars or some shit?
Yeah, I think he's gonna play Gambit,
Yeah, mon ami.
which is dope. X-Men too, man. Like you can't, like I said, you can't fuck it up. It's like macaroni and cheese.
Just trace.
Yeah,
That's all-
just do it. It's there.
Yeah.
You have 70 years of storylines. You don't have to reinvent anything for the new generation or whatever it is. I'm not even talking about the woke shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just stick to the damn storylines.
Yeah.
Like you fucked up Snow White.
Yeah.
And you know, by the way, that girl that played her
Mm-hmm.
is extremely talented.
But an asshole.
Well, I meant she's
Yeah,
also.
but you're 20 years old. You are an asshole.
I was gonna say she's a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's a kid, and you know, it's just crazy the way that they try to just push things and just like the astronauts that went up in space.
Oh, yeah.
Those girls. You didn't do anything.
They're not astronauts.
Yeah. And they're Katy Perry's talking like, you know, we made history. You went on a ride. And you're like, you didn't touch any of the controls. You didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
You just sat. It's like luggage. It would be like if your luggage claimed because it went up in an airplane. And meanwhile, there was a female astronaut in space for almost a year.
Yeah.
Stuck.
Yeah.
Nobody, she didn't get down and start, you know.
Ball.
It was just, it's just
Kiss
this-
the ground.
Yeah.
She kissed the ground.
It's so corny.
I seen a clip of like this other girl podcast, and they were talking about it. They were like, and then Katy Perry just, you know, she's up in space for like 2 minutes, and she's throwing heart emojis at the camera, and she's got like a little butterfly, and she's making it fly, and she's doing all this shit. And they go, when you could look out, so if you just turn a little bit, you'll look and see the most craziest thing. You'll be looking at the Earth from space. But this lady is so self-indulged that she didn't even do any
you
of
got
that.
Gail, who's like a middle-aged, old, 60-something-year-old woman. You're not astronauts. There was a dude from Red Bull that was up where they were at and fucking dove. Did you ever see that?
Oh yeah, it was
He
the Super
free
Bowl.
fall from the atmosphere.
Yeah, it was a Super Bowl thing.
Yeah, he didn't go. God, if it's just. Anyways, I forgot how we got here. Oh yeah, just everybody, just don't mess the superhero movies up.
Because you're a big DC guy,
I'm
like
both.
yeah. Because you watched a lot of the animation movies.
I think DC nails the animation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The animation.
Yeah, huh?
That phase 1 of Marvel was phenomenal.
Yes.
Phase 2, I just phased out,
Mm-hmm.
and then the way they did it was great. What's his name? John
Favreau?
John Favreau really fixed it, and then even the Mandalorian, they were fixing these universes that were
Yeah.
turnkey,
Mm-hmm.
and Marvel was great. The second phase, it was
Started phasing out.
I think it's too because you got to really be into the characters to see a series, right?
Yeah.
Like if they did the Scarlet Witch
Witch.
and the Loki one as like a movie, maybe on there,
Yeah.
as opposed to a whole series, people would have got more invested. But then they started plugging the series world into the movie world, and it just gets confusing. It's just a lot.
The thing that I noticed too about it, it's like, yeah, they're like, we're gonna make it more women centric. We're gonna move everything towards women because we want them to be into it, because we already have the guys. But the problem is the guys were the ones that wanted to see this stuff, and women like it, but they don't like it like the guys like it.
Well, your average woman, no, but there
No.
are comic book women that
Yeah,
are
there are,
like-
but that's like, we're looking at 10, let's say 10%, and it's like, that's not gonna save your movie franchise that you spent $500 million on, and you can't make your return if you're going for 10%, because look, they turned everybody into a woman now. Hawkeye's a woman, Iron Man's a woman now. Thor was supposed to be a woman, but they were like, all right, we're gonna back off that. They also too, I even seen this not too long ago. It was on another podcast where these girls were talking about it, and they go, the cringiest shit is watching the Avengers when they bring all the ladies in. They were like, we watch that now and we look at it like, what the fuck were these bitches thinking?
Well,
Like,
there are badass, like Ms. Marvel. She was been a woman for a long
yeah.
time, which it's crazy to me that she could move planets, and she was just so
powerful.
but she couldn't get a glove off of Thanos. You know what I mean? Like she could shoot, I think, atomic energy and travel through black holes
Yeah.
and not get crushed by the universal force, but she couldn't get the glove off.
She couldn't pickpocket jewelry.
She couldn't
Like, what's wrong
like
with
I
this
thought they nailed Wonder Woman, and then 1984.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you're like, come on, man.
And but no,
I think Nolan nailed Batman.
Oh fuck yeah.
And then I was like, God, they're gonna fuck it up with the vampire kid,
Which one?
the new Batman that came out.
Oh yeah, I feel like they did. I didn't like the new Batman.
I liked it.
Oh, I hated it.
I know. We talked about it.
I
You're
could,
like, he's taking an elevator.
yeah. This motherfucker was, because I had this one problem when I'm watching the movie. There's a point where he knocks on the club door, and then they open the door, and he's like, who is it? And I'm like, this motherfucker's in a bat costume. Like, why are you asking who it is? And then on top of that, why Batman should already be in the building or coming down from the roof.
But it takes place in the beginning stages of, he hasn't worked out his bat
This
skills.
motherfucker he was kicking the doorbell.
Yeah, he called
Called ahead. Hey, I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna be there.
He called a friend to see if he can get him on the list.
But you know what's funny is I did not like Batman, but I love the Penguin. The
Penguin was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's so good. It was so good.
I like the way they did the Riddler in the new Batman. I like the new Batman.
Mm-hmm.
The way they did it, because Nolan nailed it.
Yes. Yeah. No. Then
I mean, and I can't. I feel bad whoever's going to try and play the Joker after Ledger.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, that guy he nailed it. And then the other one, the Penguin was dope. But The Justice League.
Oh, the Zack Snyder's.
But when I saw the Zack Snyder cut, it made more sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think Aquaman. Hey, I think that was good. I like Cyborg, the way they pulled him off. But this new Superman looks great, man.
Yeah, I want to check it out. I want to.
And they got what's his name,
when's it
Superdog in it.
Yeah, Crypto's out there.
Crypto.
Hell yeah.
Who, by the way, I think he's, if I remember, he's watching the dog for Supergirl.
Oh, really?
It's Supergirl's dog,
so,
I think.
yeah.
Dude, I liked that Sasha Calais, is that what was her name or something like that? She did a really good job in The Flash. Wasn't bad. I didn't hate it that much.
I didn't hate it.
I was so happy to see Batman. I was so happy to see Michael Keaton. I think that's what. But and then the girl that played Superman or Superwoman, Supergirl, she was pretty good. She was decent. But and I like the switch that they made in that movie on flipping it to a woman. I mean, not to a woman, but
I agree. The Flash wasn't that bad, man.
Yeah.
But when you watch the cartoon, the movies that they made, because there's the Infinite Earth, there's the three of them, where he messes up the universe or whatever, the timelines. The cartoon is just fucking phenomenal.
I remember you telling me too, like
Flashpoint is great.
that the dad turns into him at one point or something.
Dude, it's really good.
Yeah, you were telling me it's really good. I gotta
Flash
check it out.
is kind of hard to, because you got to remember when they made these characters back then, they were one dimensional, right?
Yeah.
Guy that's just super fast, and then it progressed. So it kind of peaks somewhere. I think 70s, 80s, and then 90s. It gets dark. They reinvent. But they fucked up Green Lantern.
Oh,
They
yeah, really
destroyed
bad.
Green
Yeah.
Lantern. Yeah.
Well, that was the thing too. Like for a hot second, and I was getting excited because it said Dark Marvel. There was coming out movies called Dark Marvel, and I was like, yeah, that's what's up, like a graphic novel type of thing. And they made which is I feel like it's super underrated, which is Wolverine's second solo movie. Not the one with Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds is the messed up Deadpool, but it's another one where he's in Japan.
Yeah,
And-
with the samurai.
yeah,
Yeah.
with the Silver Samurai was in it. That one was dope, and that was under the label of Dark Marvel. And then they started making. I think they made one more.
Well, Watchmen.
Uh-huh.
Watchmen was a DC thing, but it was a Dark Horse comic. I think at first. I think Blade was
I thought
as
so,
well.
too. I thought so too.
And then, I mean, dude, again, I'm going back to when, because my older brother was into comics.
Oh yeah,
And that's how I got into him.
yeah.
He had them all.
He was.
He was so into it. And then,
Well, he said because he could draw too, so he's probably
yeah,
like
he used
that
to
aspect.
draw. But you knew he was gay because he loved the She-Hulk. And then he loved Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
He was like into the girls. He loved Linda Carter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fucking.
But I would read his comics, and he would draw. I would try and draw with him. My shit was all fucked up. His looked accurate.
Dude, I can't draw for shit. That's like
Terrible.
one of the artistic things I can't do. Like, and you think it's I'm Mexican, it's in my blood. I guess I got to go to prison for a little bit and figure out how to draw.
And then you'll be a tattoo artist later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I can't, like, you ever see a prison letter, like the envelope?
No.
They'll fucking get down. Like, the fucking envelope is art. Maybe we could
gonna
pull some
Google.
up, or if I can find some from my fucking relatives, I'll bring it in and show.
I'm so excited to learn this.
Shit's all dope. looking.
Yeah. Or they would do that. They would send you the arts and crafts that they would make. Like, it would be like a whole bunch of cigarette boxes.
Luis. All right. Do you know Luis Alvarez?
Uh-uh.
Luis. He has a joke about that. It's fucking hilarious.
Really?
It's like his grandmother talks about look what your uncle sent, and it's like arts and crafts.
Yeah.
It's like a picture frame and
It's a picture.
popsicle sticks and shit. And he's like, yo, that dude's 50.
That's great. That's exactly what it's like. That's exactly.
Yeah, grandma's all proud of it.
It's on the fridge.
You
what's
know
the-
Luis, man.
What's the list today? I don't even know. Did you guys even say it?
Oh, we're gonna do underrated actor. We're talking about all these movies and shit like that, and underrated actors or character actors. And you just sparked one in my brain right now, and I want to find
You don't know this dude?
which one.
Out of Phoenix,
Phoenix.
Luis Alvarez.
Nuh-uh.
Bro, he's funny as shit, bro.
Oh, okay.
That's my boy, man. He's dope.
Where is?
Yeah, he was like that. His grandmother's like, "Mijo, look what your uncle made." It's like arts and crafts.
hella proud.
He's like 58. Popsicle stick shit.
30 Days of Night. So you just sparked, especially like because we're talking about like the list is gonna be underrated actors.
So basically, what we're gonna do is a list of underrated actors that you've seen in everything, or that don't get their props that we feel are super talented.
Yeah.
And I got one that comes to mind. The minute you brought up the list, I'm like, nobody talks about this guy's range. I don't know if he's underrated or not, but I wanted to say John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly. No.
Like, does he get his props?
I would think so. Yeah, because Step Brothers, right?
Step Brothers, and he's in Gangs in New York.
And Boogie Nights.
Yeah, he's just a brilliant actor. He does characters. But, I just don't think... Was he ever nominated for anything?
No, he wasn't nominated. I don't think he's... No. He's, yeah, you're right. Like, he doesn't get his flowers in that aspect.
I mean, I know he's not obscure, but at the same time, I just think he's one of the most talented guys. Like, I put him up there with Jamie Foxx and,
Yeah.
Because Jamie Foxx, we know, is not underrated. But
No.
holy shit.
It's weird because it's like...
The talent, the guy can sing, he does stand-up, his impressions are fucking right on.
Yeah.
Amazing dramatic actor. And I think Riley is in that category because, to do comedy and drama is, it's a tough sell.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing to do. I mean, I can do it.
You're just natural. Yeah.
We should put this on this side so it's not blocking my face so much.
Which one?
This mic. Not now, but
Okay.
for next time. Like going this way.
Yeah, I hear you.
If the camera's there.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, so I wanted to put John C. Reilly on there. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, John C. Reilly. Yeah, because you're saying like doesn't get the accolades and isn't a... I mean, it's funny because he's not a leading man, but I mean, if in an indie flick you could see him being a leading man. Was he a leading man in the movie with the...
He's had his own movies.
Noah or Jonah Hill. It was a movie with him and Jonah Hill, and he was the mom's boyfriend, and the Jonah Hill was the son, and he was an asshole because he was jealous of John C. Reilly dating his mom. I can't remember what the movie was called. It's the movie's the title of the kid's name.
I feel like I don't even recall seeing I don't even know what you're talking about. I feel like I should have seen this.
John C. Reilly.
Well, he was in Talladega Nights.
Wreck-It Ralph. That's right. He's Wreck-It Ralph.
No, he's not.
He's the voice of Wreck-It Ralph.
No, isn't that Seth Rogen?
No, that's John C. Reilly, Wreck-It Ralph.
He is. I know he's in it.
Yeah,
he's Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah. I totally forgot about that.
He was in Chicago, a musical. Yeah, he was in Kong. He was in Casualties of War. That's the other one I was thinking of.
Casualties of War is the shit. Ah, man, that's
Yeah.
a great movie. Sean Penn, Michael J. Fox, John Leguizamo. He in Kong, he has a great ass. He has a really good line because he's on the island and they're all hanging out. He's like, "Hey, you guys are gonna die here, man. You guys are good boys." Man.
He's in another one of my favorite movies that are underrated, but State of Grace.
Yeah, I was just talking about that. My
Sean
brother
Penn.
just watched it.
It's fucking great.
He was asking me, "Have you seen State of Grace?" I was like, "Yeah."
That's a real story about the Westies. He plays a great role in there with Gary Oldman.
I think Goodfellas came out at the same time and it overshadowed it, and that's why it didn't make
Did
it? It didn't like. There was something else that came out. It was another gangster movie that came out at the same time.
State of Grace was 1990.
Yeah, and it overshadowed it, so it didn't get its proper run. But no, it is a good movie.
So, anyways, I want to throw Riley on the list.
Okay,
Riley. And
Riley.
then you told me one which we're both in agreement with.
Yeah, because we talked about him before on the podcast.
That guy, he's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Donald.
Donald
Logue.
And,
From Blade.
And that's another one where the guy can pull comedy. He's a great dramatic actor. He does action. And you've seen him in everything. Once you look him up, and my first, which I remembered, was he was the cab driver guy in Jimmy the Cab Driver on the MTV commercials.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
He would wear the glasses, right? He like all sweaty and shit.
Yeah,
and
and he's sitting there talking. He starred in the Tao of Steve, and then he also he had his own whatchamacallit, his own show, Grounded for Life.
Yeah.
Which was a cool story, and I don't think he'd mind me telling it. He's a very humble guy, but he brought me down to set one time because I was in development, and he's like, "Yo, come down," and because with the production company, I was meeting with a bunch of production companies, and I went on the set, and being on a bunch of sets, some good, some bad, but you could tell the attitude on a show by
the star.
the stars, the showrunners, but everything trickles down. And it was, you could just tell it was a fun set to be around. There was no attitudes, nothing like that. And Donald showed up. He's walking me around. He's introducing me to everybody, some of the writers. And I know this sounds corny, but it's because people do this all the time in every job that they're at. But you don't really see it a lot on sets. And he knew everybody's name, was talking to the catering, just hanging out, because he is a blue collar guy. He's like a
dude.
and he didn't come from a lot of money. But I still remember him saying something to me when he was walking me around, and he said, "You see everybody here?" That's what he said. He goes, "I'm responsible for feeding their families."
Yeah.
So this show, you show up on time, and he was telling me if your show goes, which obviously it didn't. He goes, I'm not telling you this because you won't do it naturally, but you're responsible for feeding every one of those families, from the guy that does the catering to the person that stars next to you, to the person that does makeup. Everybody's involved for this show to be a success. Yeah. So when you show up, you should show up on time, treat everybody with respect. Which again, you're supposed to do that as a human being.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But people still need to hear it.
But people sometimes need to hear it, and he's not doing it to pat himself on the back. It's just who he is. He's just, when I tell you, he's one of the greatest guys.
Yeah.
But that always resonated with me, that you're responsible for everybody's family there.
Yeah, when you look at it that way, you're like, oh shit, I gotta.
And if the show's a success, everybody has, on the average 5 years, they can make some money, do well.
Yeah. And
you don't want to be the reason why
it doesn't go.
It doesn't go.
Yeah.
And being in the business for as long as I have, and being around that, you see that a lot. There was one major show that got canceled. I'll tell you off air, because one of the stars, she they didn't want to deal with it anymore.
Oh shit.
And everybody lost a job because of that.
Yeah.
And that happens. You hear that sometimes too. So
the thing about him too is like he has a ton of range, and because later on, like before he was all funny, like the cab driver and the Blade character and stuff like that. But then like later on in his career, he comes in television shows like in seasons like 6 or 5 and saves kind of the show, because he comes in as like a bad, like he was in Sons of Anarchy, and I'm like, oh fuck, this guy showed up, and I was like, oh, it's good, and he fucking murders it. Law and Order, it's in season like 37, and he comes in and he just fucking owns all his own episodes that he's in, and I'm surprised that he hasn't won. I don't know, is it Emmy, right, for TV?
Yeah, man, I don't even know how that stuff works.
Yeah,
I mean, I know a lot of it's political.
Yeah.
And which why it has no real value like it used to.
Yeah. So every time I see him, I know a performance is coming, and I'm like, all right, I'm excited. So that's like, because that's why I was saying underrated on this shit.
I'm gonna throw another one.
Oh, who you gonna get?
Well, you got Donald, so now it's my turn.
Okay.
And it's another guy I worked with.
Okay.
Which I think he's beyond talented. Is Romany Malco?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. The black dude from 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah.
I worked together on Weeds.
Mm-hmm.
That kid is just
super
talented.
Hella funny. He was. I seen an interview one time with him, and he was talking about how like he didn't eat sugar for like 5 years. This one was just.
Bro, we hung out a lot on set when I was shooting Weeds with him, and just a cool cat, deep dude, man.
Yeah.
Just a deep dude, but uber talented, man. When you look at his body of work and you see all the shit he's been in,
Yeah.
and he kills it. Like he
did.
killed it in 40-Year-Old Virgin, man.
Yeah, that's one of the most memorable scenes when him and Kevin Hart are going at it.
When Kevin tells him, like, I'm gonna take your use of big words as a sign of disrespect.
Yeah. And he goes, it's your boy, this you. He
Yeah.
goes, yeah, this my man. We get down like that. We
Yeah.
get in that ass. He was like, all right, you clapped up. That shit. That's like one of the most memorable scenes from that movie. They're playing off each other so well.
And him and Carell together was just such a great. It was such a great dynamic.
Yeah, him, Carell, and Hart all in the same scene and just fucking and.
But I mean, in general, when Romany's with him, and then when he has to cover for him with his girl.
Yeah.
You're a hoe, faux show.
Oh, show.
So yeah, I think Romany's great. I want to look at his.
His thing. While you do that, I'll throw out another one. It's also someone that you know, and I think this guy is like he's been in a ton of like great shows and good movies too. And it's Dominic
Lombardozzi.
Lombardozzi. Yeah, I always say Lombardozzi, but Lombardozzi. Yeah, he's in The Wire. He's also Kingpin's dad in I think it's Daredevil. Yeah.
He's in Daredevil.
I just watched him in The Tulsa King. He killed it in The Tulsa King. Also in Jack Reacher's. I think
Do you know what his first role was?
What was this? Oh yes, I do. Bronx Tale.
Yeah, he's the one selling guns,
Yeah.
and they slap him around.
Yeah, and I know that now because I watched them.
Yeah, because you watched these.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in everything, and then on top of that, like he's also not only just in shows, but like movies too. Like he was in the one with Liam Neeson. I can't remember the name of that movie, but
Cold
it was
Pursuit.
Cold Pursuit. Yeah, he was in that.
And he's also in the 50 Cent show, isn't he?
Oh,
Power. Wasn't he in Power?
Possibly.
I think.
I know that he was also in Entourage.
Yeah, Entourage is in The
We Own
Irishman.
This City.
Yeah,
That's the show. Movie. Show.
really good
He was
actor.
an Irishman.
He's an Irishman too. Yeah. He's a really good.
That's what it was.
What's that?
Boardwalk Empire.
He's in that
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, he plays Al Capone's brother.
See, he's in the guy that plays Al Capone is also another underrated actor. I feel.
Yeah, he's in a bunch of shit.
He's in a bunch of. He's in the fuck's it called?
He's in Daredevil.
Snatched.
Oh, and Snatch. Yeah.
He's in Snatch. He's in the new show that just came out on Netflix, where it's like one whole shot, and it's about a boy who's being arrested or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. It's a bandit or something like that. Tillman or
Oh, he
some
was
shit.
in 61. You ever see that? The movie about Roger Maris
Roger Maris. Oh, okay.
hitting the home runs.
Yeah, the HBO. Yeah. He's in a ton of shit, and he fucking kills it all the time.
Maybe he wasn't in Power. I don't see it. I thought he did. Well, he might have done a couple episodes. Yeah, but he killed it in The Wire, man.
Yeah, I rewatched just one episode by accident on HBO. It just started bleeding in because you watch something on HBO and then just something else will come on because you just leave it in the background. And The Wire came on, and that's when I saw. I'm like, oh fuck, I forgot that he's in this. And then I started thinking about. It, I was like, this fool's in like a ton of iconic television shows and movies as well, and just always kills it. And I was like, yeah, there's no award. How is this guy gonna get an award? What the fuck? This guy, he's working his ass off over here.
So are we writing these down?
Yeah.
Okay. I got another one.
Okay. Yeah.
Here we go.
And he does a lot. And is the guy, the Mayhem guy from the commercials.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he's in John Wick as well, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
But that dude did a lot.
He's in hell. He was also in like 30 Rock, Oz.
Yeah, Oz. That's the one.
He's like my brother Cyril. Fucking
Yeah.
Dean Winters.
Dean Winters. Yes, he's great. I like him too. He's good.
The Mayhem guy, man. I remember watching the commercial going, where the fuck do I know this guy from?
Yeah.
But he's like, he's in a lot of shit, man. He kills it.
Yeah, he's in Millennium, Rescue Me, 30 Rock, Sex and the City.
Because when I was watching
Law and Order.
John Wick, or was it Batman? He's in one of. Is it John Wick? He's in.
He's in John Wick. He's like the lawyer. He's in the first one.
Yeah, and I'm like, that guy's in so much stuff.
Yeah.
And
You
then
know-
then you look them up, because these we should label these actors you look up while you're watching.
The movie.
The movies.
You're like, what else is this?
Where do I
fool
know
in?
this guy from? He's great.
Yeah.
My
think-
favorite role he was in was in Brooklyn Nine-Nine when he's I think the Vulture,
Yeah.
and he comes in and swoops and takes everybody's cases.
Yeah.
And he's a good asshole.
He's
he really
fucking
is.
funny. Yeah, he plays really good. He's a really good comedic actor and serious actor too. With all that, yeah, I like Brooklyn 999. I accidentally can't stumble upon
9-9.
that. Yeah, it's so good.
It's good.
All right, so did I go and then you go now?
No, I just threw out the Mayhem.
Oh the Mayhem. Okay.
You did Dom. I did Mayhem.
Okay, and then I got this other guy too, Sean Wingham. Now Sean Wingham is in a Silver Lining Playbook. He's the brother on Silver Lining Playbook. He's also on King Kong. I think he's also in Boardwalk Empire. But he always plays like an asshole. But he's
What's his name? Sean Wingham.
yeah, but it's like it's spelled SHEA. Wait, that's shit. That's not Sean. I'm sorry. That's his name, right? I mean, that's. I don't know how to
Because
say
you can
that.
spell Sean.
Is that how you can spell Sean too? Right that way?
There's that way, SEAN. And you spell it Wingham?
WHIGHAM.
W.
It's SHEA Wiggum.
Yeah.
Shea Wiggum.
I wish I wake up. Oh.
God, man. How you going to throw a dude in there and spell
And I know
his
his
name
name
wrong?
because I was like, because it's so hard. But he's in. You see a picture of him. You see him. He's in everything.
Oh, yeah. This guy's in everything.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy's in everything. And then he's a good ass character actor too. Because sometimes you're like, is that him? Is that fool? If he just has a mustache on, you're like, that's a motherfucker from a Vice, or that's a
Yeah, I
motherfucker.
think he was in Boardwalk Empire, too. Yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
was. He was in Boardwalk Empire.
He's in a ton of shit. Like
I loved Boardwalk Empire. I thought it was great.
I never seen it.
You never watched it?
Should I put it to my list?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's long, but it's good. Yeah, he was in Silver Linings.
Sicario 2.
He was
Ian
in-
Narcos.
Mission Impossible and
He was in Fargo.
yeah.
Yeah, King Kong. Yeah, like
There's a lot of Kong fucking actors on this list.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious?
I
How
like
did I
Kong.
miss him in the Fast and the Furious?
I know.
I have never seen a Fast and the Furious.
Oh, I'm so jealous.
Really?
I
Is
don't
it
even
good?
know.
Save your life. Save all your.
I don't know how to feel about that internally.
Is that good or
honestly.
bad?
That's
I
bad.
I don't like them.
I
Oh,
don't-
okay.
I
So
don't
you're
know.
saying that I didn't waste any time.
Yeah. I was like, I remember seeing the first ones when I was
I mean,
younger.
if you want to be uncultured about cars, I guess.
if you don't want to be,
I mean,
Well, there's like 58 of them.
it just got outrageous. And I know that people were like, "Oh, I want to go see it because it's outrageous," and I'm like, "Well, I don't like seeing things for how horrible they are. Like, I want to see it because it's so bad." I'm like, "I'm okay. I'm past that part."
Yeah.
I'm all like, at least try to sell me that it might be real. Like Mission Impossible. At least you're saying it's impossible a little bit, I know. And it still happens. But at least you
Well,
gave
you know,
me the
some of those you go to see knowing what you're getting into.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious, I don't know. That never appealed to me.
It's
I mean,
McDonald's.
they made 58 of them.
But
So
you like-
I must be missing out on something.
but you have Italian background. I thought you were about family.
About family. Well, that's the thing too. What they do also too is that they found the formula on how to make movies that make money that are big temples like that, where it's like, hey, let's get the big. We're not looking at domestic box office. We got to look at worldwide box office. So let's go find the guy who's big in China right now. Let's go find the person that's big in Israel. That's where you get what's her name, Gal Gadot. She was in one of those at first. Let's go get this person, and they put them all together. And who's the hot person right now? Oh, Ruby Rose. She's a DJ, and she appeals to lesbians. Let's get her in there too. So now you got all the demographics going to see this one dumbass movie, and they're like, "This is ridiculous." But the receipts show we made $700 million in the first weekend. And
Yeah.
Brown.
Step
Well, look,
one,
man,
get the people. Step two, profit.
It's like I said, if you know what you're going to see, there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
If you're
it's
trying to pitch it as like,
Spielberg
yeah, like then some deep script.
trying to make sense of it all. But okay, so you had
Well, you just threw him. I
I
got
just
one.
yeah.
And I'm going back to again. I don't know how many movies he's been in. I just know the ones that he's been in. He's killed. Is Guy Torry.
Guy Torry, yeah. American History X?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
American History X. He's done a bunch of a bunch of movies, man, and you know he's such a great actor.
Mm.
I just wanted to throw him in there.
Get him some.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Gotta look up his resume.
So another person that I like too. That's Oh wait, you gotta go look up his resume, huh? You want to see who else?
Yeah,
was
there's
in?
something
Yeah,
else he's been in that I saw him in that I was like, he nailed it. And
Was
Yeah.
it Don't Make a Menace? Don't Be a Menace into South Central.
that movie's one of my
Hilarious.
favorites,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
That movie's so good.
My mom would never let me watch it, and I never got a chance to
Really?
see it.
Oh shit!
Okay, I've added that to the list.
It'll probably still be. It still holds up. I don't think it still holds up. If you've seen all the Hood movies before, then it definitely holds up.
But I definitely got the Super Soaker that was on the cover of the movie. So,
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, at least
the
I got
50,
that,
the 50
yeah.
liter, the 50
Yeah.
He was also in dang it, I keep messing it up. He was also in Life with Martin Lawrence.
Oh,
and,
yeah. They
and,
shot that up by
Eddie
where I live
Murphy.
at. Yeah.
Where they shot that by you?
Yeah, but in like Auburn and shit. I remember when they were in town and everyone's all like, "Hey, they're up the road." Everyone's all getting all excited and shit.
But yeah, I think everything I've seen him in, he's killed.
Oh, but he's a comedian. He's a
Yeah.
comedian, yeah.
But I think what he did in American History X, but I don't know if he's in enough to qualify. Is that what we're doing? The ones
Yeah, because
that's in a lot.
a lot of stuff.
I just think
But then like the next guy that I got too, I don't know if they're in a ton of things, but every time they're in stuff, they're memorable. And it's Theo Rossi.
yeah, that's my boy too.
Yeah, he's great. He's in Sons of Anarchy. He's in.
Yeah, shout out to Theo.
He was
Yeah,
in the
he's
Penguin.
Juice.
He's in the Penguin.
He was
yeah.
in the Penguin. He kills it in the Penguin, and he kills it in It's a Marvel one.
But everybody's gonna think that I'm being biased between.
That's my boy.
But
That's
you
my
brought
boy.
up Dominic and Theo.
Yeah.
I only had 3 names because
I got one more that's.
I agree with you 200% with Theo.
Yeah, he's great. He's amazing. And
He
there
was
was
in Luke Cage.
Luke Cage. That's it. There it is. That's what the one it was. He's the villain in it, and he plays it so smooth. He makes like it. I'm not the biggest actor in that, but he makes great choices for the characters that he portrays, and I really like it. Every time every time it comes
Well,
on.
the way he evolved in the Penguin, I forgot who he's playing one of the doctors, one of the villains in the comic book series. But Theo, you know what's funny is me, Theo, Dominic, Jerry Ferrara,
Yeah. Okay.
the guy that owns Fat Sal's, Sal, the guy that owns Happy Endings, that used to be Happy Endings in L.A. We would all get together for Sunday, go to church together.
Fucking.
And,
You guys were trying to recreate Goodfellas, but
That's
like with
what's
a
up.
different
no,
girl?
we were just all,
Like,
you
hey.
know, the only Italians really we knew. And then we would go to my buddy's spot afterwards because Theo lived with Sal, Josh. They all lived together.
Mhm.
And
I got one more too that you know down here on my
as a
list.
person or as a actor?
As a person.
Okay, well, Theo, did you knew I was friends with Theo?
No, I didn't know that you were.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I know that this
So
person
then
you are
You're just picking. All right, go ahead. Ooh.
Did you read your diary?
Frank Grillo.
I know his brother.
Oh, okay. I thought you knew Frank
yeah,
Grillo.
but
Okay.
Frank, yeah, I know Frank through. I've met him once or twice, like early 2000s.
Yeah. He's a great actor.
He's phenomenal.
He saved the franchise, The Purge. I think because
I've never seen that.
he's in the second one, and they bring him back. I think he's like the only person. Well, the other guy is a recurring character, but he's like a small part. But he's like the only person that keeps coming back in a big part because he comes back in part 3. But he did really good on that, and he does even when he does TV, like he was in Tulsa King as well. And I fell upon the MMA.
Hold
show
on,
that
I was
did.
just gonna
Oh,
ask-
I'm sorry.
No, I was going to ask you something about this.
What's that?
Because I think I met him through Callan as well. Did Frank do a fighting movie
A fighting
about the UFC in like 2005?
He does a whole show.
Lights Out.
Oh shit! Oh, that?
No, there was a UFC movie that came out.
Kingdom is what I think it's called. The Kingdom is
No, because I was supposed to read for it. I just want to make sure it's him. Because there was a movie
Fight
about...
World.
Huh?
Fight World.
I don't know. It was a UFC movie.
That one's more.
I don't know if it was him. It was
I mean,
like
there's a
early
movie called
2000s.
Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, early 2000s.
And but getting back to Grillo, he killed it in Captain America too.
Yeah,
did.
They,
Really
he was
did.
supposed to. Apparently, what he says is that his part was supposed to be bigger. Like he was supposed to actually be a big tentpole villain too. But they,
Right, he was in Captain America.
yeah,
yeah,
he was
yeah.
he was actually what was his character? Crossbow, cross something. Fuck.
It's not Fight World. There was a UFC movie that came out. Maybe I'm confusing him with somebody else.
You just lost your nerd cred, Carlos.
Dude, what is it? It's called. Here it is. Brock. Fuck. Now I lost it.
Sergeant Leo Barnes? No, that's
I'm just putting up UFC movies.
Dude, he's in this. He's in this movie called. So Joe Carnahan. Another. You guys already know I'm a big fucking fan.
Rick Flag.
Rick Flag. Oh no. Rick Flag is
DC.
DC. That's
Okay.
that's Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
No. He's Crossbow or Cross Arrow or Cross something.
Crossbones.
Is that what it is? Crossbones. Yeah, that's who he is. And he was supposed to be a bigger character and stuff like that. But then something happened. Like the heads of the Marvel switched up and they went a different direction. And they killed him off hella early in Age of Ultron because he was supposed to be out there. He also did a movie with Joe Carnahan. It's called Boss Level, and it's dope because it's
Warrior, it was called 2011.
Oh, Warrior. Yeah, that's a great one. Oh yeah, with Nick Nolte and Tom Hardy and
Tom Hardy's who I'm
Tom
thinking
Hardy,
of.
yeah.
Yes.
So I met the producers of that at the Laugh Factory because Callan was friends with them. Mm-hmm. And then
Oh, he's in it. That's right.
And I was supposed to read it, but I was confusing Hardy with Grillo
Oh, okay.
because Grillo has a UFC, but it's a show, right?
Yeah, it's a show.
It's like a series.
Yeah. It's the Ultimate Fighter
Yeah,
you're thinking of.
It was a good show. I stumbled upon it. And
Stubble.
like he opens a gym or something.
yeah, and it's like one of the Jonas Brothers.
I
is
was
in it, too.
watching that. I did watch that.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
It's good. It was good. It kept me intrigued.
All right, so where are we at on the list?
All right, so now you're actually at 10 so far.
Oh shit.
That's I'm sorry, you're at 9. Because Frank Grillo was 9th.
Yeah, I like that we got Rossi on there. I like we got Grillo. I like we got Lombardozzi. What other Italians?
Just the Italian. I mean, so right now, so you have John C. Reilly, Romani Malco, Donald Logue, Dominic Lombardozzi, Dean Winters, Shea Wigham, Guy Torrey, Theo Rossi, Frank Grillo. Yeah,
Can we throw Jerry Ferrara on there
just, I mean,
just to round it out? Because in defense of Jerry, besides playing Turtle, he does some great roles.
What
He
was
was in
that?
that
I think I
movie.
love my wife. Or no. How to Think Like a Man.
Think Like a Man. He was in, and he was on Power. He played the attorney on Power. Mm-hmm. And both Jerry and Dom were on. You're on the list. I forgot that.
What? Oh, they were a guest.
They were
Oh, yeah.
a guest early in the You're on the List years.
That's right.
Now you have to put him on here.
Now I gotta. Put
Yeah,
him on.
because now we got Jerry,
Now-
Theo, and
Now you just can't leave.
Dominic.
This is the best list ever.
I got one. I still got like 5 more. You guys want to hear the 5 though?
Yeah.
Let's hear him.
All right. So the 5 that I got, the other ones are like Leland Order, and you probably recognize him from Seven, and he Taken. He's a character actor. If you hear, I'll show you the picture real quick.
You know what I've noticed though?
What?
That for women, they're not really who's the female version of this? Because they're usually like they get like
I got some chicks right
they're
here.
either like known, but you don't really see them like that.
So I got Judy Greer.
That's literally her face.
Yeah.
The face
All right,
that
well,
pops
we gotta
up.
put her on that.
Yeah, I put Judy Greer down on here, and if you see her, you'd be like, oh yeah, her. Da, 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 da. It's her. She's in everything.
Oh yeah.
She's in Jurassic World. She was on what's the show with Jason Bateman and Will
Pretty.
Arnett and they
Arrested Development.
Arrested Development.
Yeah.
She was like, get a load of these all the time. Yeah. She's in a ton of shit. Also too, what's her name? Alana Umbach.
That's awesome.
Batch.
You ever see Beekman's World?
Batch.
She's on Beekman's World, and she was on Waiting, and she's also on Meet the Parents and Meet the Fockers. She's always this character actor. She's always she's got tons of range. She plays a Spanish chick, and she's also in Always Sunny in Philadelphia. She's in a gang of shit.
It's gonna bother me if I don't see a face.
The redhead you just showed me.
Oh yeah,
I see her all the time. But
Peter.
you're more of an advantage for me because you watch everything.
Yeah, Peter Strohmeyer, this guy that played the devil in John
And Constantine.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
That's a great.
He's
believe
a-
it or not, that was a great comic book adaptation.
that's a.
That
gr-
was a great-
He
yeah.
says he wants to do a second one, but they're just like they're not green.
I mean, I would say now with the comic book world being what it is,
Mm-hmm.
now that if they could redo it, but
Yeah.
in the comics, Constantine's, I think he's bisexual
Oh really?
to begin with.
Oh, that's
So-
right. Yeah. No. I.
So if they made him bi, it'd probably be like, oh, it's more gay. No, he's always. I think
He's
he's
always
always
been a little
been.
gay, yeah.
I think that's
Ben Foster. I have him on here too. Ben Foster. This guy was on. He's on everything. 30 Days a Night. Fucking Alpha Dog. The Messenger. He's on a ton of shit. He was a Disney kid, but he just fucking makes all these like great like.
Oh, yeah.
He was on that Hostage with Bruce Willis too as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's great.
What you got?
I got that guy. I got Ben Middleton. You've seen him before. He is on Ready Player One. He's also on it was a Jason Bateman miniseries that was on HBO. It was dope, and it was called the Visitor or the something like that. It was it's really good. But he's also he plays a junkie.
So maybe we should take John C. Riley off.
Dick Miller from the Gremlins. That's what I was thinking about. The fucking,
Oh yeah, he's in everything.
yeah, the fucking
Dick Miller's got to be on.
Dick Miller is awesome.
So am I taking out John C. Reilly?
Yeah, and here's
Dick
why:
Miller?
because he isn't really underrated like these guys. I
Mark-
mean, he's a bona fide.
Mark Boone Jr. He's in everything. He was in Sons of Anarchy, Batman that you're talking about. He was the detective.
Yeah, he was a detective that's
What's his name? What's the detective?
corrupt.
Yeah, he's in a gang of shit. Oh, 30 Days a Night as well. He's in 30 Days a Night as well. This guy, I see him in everything, but I never remember his name. But he was like on Con Air as MC Gainey. The guy, he's always like a cowboy looking dude.
All right, slow down.
Okay.
You need to calm down.
So now we'll take John C. Riley off because
Okay.
I think he's bigger.
Yeah.
Keep Grillo on
Okay.
and throw that redhead chick on because she's in
Greer.
everything.
Yeah.
But
What's
who
her
would
name?
I take off? Judy Greer.
Judy Greer, put her on that.
Okay, but who would I take off? Because we need to be top 10. Because we're now at 11.
Okay. But okay.
No, not if we take Riley off.
I put Dick Miller in. Are we really putting in Dick Miller?
Yeah, put Dick Miller on that.
Okay, now we're on 11.
Okay, but hold on. Let me just get this is the last one. This is the last one that I have.
Throw it in. Throw it in.
And this guy, I love this guy, and his name is William Forsythe.
Oh yeah,
He's got the coolest name.
Everybody's
All
looking
right,
Bobby the Boat.
yeah. William Forsythe's definitely he's number one.
He's number one.
Put Forsythe at number one.
Okay. Okay.
That was my last. I saved that one for last. I was like, I'm gonna put that because he was. I remember seeing him in Weeds.
He's in everything.
He's in everything, and he's also in like.
All right, we might have to take Guy Tori off, even though he
gonna break the covenant
kills
of
it and
the Italians?
everything. But I mean, really, just American History X.
Yeah.
Even though I think he's great,
Goodbye, Guy Tori. Okay, now we're down to 11.
and
Yeah.
Carlos, who do you think we should take off?
For who? For which one?
Well, I threw Jerry on there. I
I
can't remove my friends.
No.
It's too close for the best. Did you have any more, Brett, that you could think of?
No.
What's the list right now? Can I hear it?
Yeah. So we have Dick Miller,
Mm-hmm.
William Forsythe, Judy Greer, Jerry Ferrera,
Mhm.
Frank Grillo, Theo Rossi, Shay Whigham, Dean Winters, Dominic Lombardozzi,
Mm-hmm.
Donal Logue,
Mhm.
and then Romani Malco.
I say we lose Shay.
Yeah. Okay.
Take Shay.
Good. That was really hard to pronounce. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're at 10.
Yeah.
Just put Forsythe at one,
Okay.
Yeah. For
and
sure.
then whatever falls in after that. There's no order.
Okay.
Forsythe's number one.
Yeah, it's fucking. He's great. He's good in everything. Even like his little bit parts that he plays, like now that he's gotten older, where he's just like, he'll play like a cop or a detective. Wasn't he's in? I think he's in Rush Hour. I can't remember. He's in a ton.
So
of
let's
shit.
hear the list. I think it's a strong list.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'm gonna go from top to
Just
bottom to
do
top.
Forsythe and then work
All right,
your way to
okay.
whatever.
William Forsythe, Dick Miller, Romani Malco, Donald Logue, Dominic Lombardozzi, Dean Winters, Theo Rossi, Frank Grillo, Jerry Ferrera, and Judy Greer.
Nice. I think
Good list.
I think
Yeah,
how you were
strong.
talking about John C. Riley. I think there's like another type of echelon of actor.
But see, Grillo could go on that.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because Grillo is a name.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like we should do another list where it's like John Goodman, Woody Harrelson, like these guys.
So
should-
let's take Grillo off.
Okay, and then put Shay back on.
No.
No.
Put Guy Tori back on.
Okay. Yeah, we should do another where it's like names, but they didn't win like awards yet, and they're these guys like because
Yeah.
I think John Goodman is super like he should have been had an award.
Didn't he have
someplace.
something? Did he get an Emmy?
Nah, he ain't got nothing, and he played the babe, and he was yeah, and he what else is he? He's so great. He's so good in everything. Even like in it's the Bette Midler movie.
There's so many.
Stella. It's the
What,
movie
who
when
else is in it?
it's the theme song is Beaches.
Oh.
Bitch ass.
Oh, pussy.
Oh, pussy.
My mom,
Beaches ass.
she rented it when I was a kid, and I remember watching it, and I just was like I just watched because he was in it, and he was an alcoholic, and I was like, oh, this guy fucking killing it. But but in reality, this motherfucker was an alcoholic.
All right, so let's do the list now. Number 1, William Forsythe. Number 2,
Dick Miller.
Dick Miller? Okay.
well, no, she was just gonna read it.
Oh, you're just
Oh,
gonna
you
read it?
just want me
Okay.
to read it?
Okay. Yeah, just read it.
Number 2, Dick
All right,
Miller.
start again. So we gotta get it down. Number 1,
Number 1, William Forsythe.
number 2,
Dick Miller.
number 3,
Romani Malco.
number 4,
Donnell
Logue.
Logue.
number 5,
Dominic Lombardozzi.
number 6,
Dean Winters.
number 7,
Theo Rossi.
number 8,
Guy Tori.
and number 9,
Guy Ferrera.
No,
Why did
Jerry.
I-
Jerry
Jer-
Ferrara,
Or, yeah. Jerry Ferrera.
and number 10.
Judy Greer.
That's a great list.
Yeah.
That's a
That'll work.
strong
Damn.
list.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
There
gonna
you
go
have
watch
it.
some of these actually now.
All right, guys. Well, make sure you subscribe, share, add who you want to add. I guess what's her name hit us up. She
Yeah.
heard our.
She heard the podcast, Daza. She said, thank you guys so much for remembering me, and I can't
Oh,
wait.
we remember you, Daza.
I even told her, I go, hey, if you're in town and you want to stop by and do a top 10 models list, we
We could, man. Like that era.
Yeah, I told her I was.
You remember
like,
Sandra Korn?
No,
Sandy Korn?
I'll look her up.
that
Let's
a real name?
look her up.
Look her up. She was like big on the posters that you would see. Mm-hmm. She was smoking hot.
What was the one that was always on Budweiser ones? And she ended up Kathy Ireland. Is it
Well,
Kathy
yeah,
Ireland?
but they were like Sports Illustrated supermodels. We
Yeah.
can't do the supermodels.
Oh, we can do some models. Okay, it has to be the hidden gems.
Yeah, like you got to remember Sandra Korn. Her name was Sandy Korn or something.
Yeah, Sandy Korn. And she was like a penthouse pet or something.
Yeah.
Something Duffy. There was another girl named Duff or Duffy or Duff that I thought was.
Anyways.
Great hair.
Yeah.
So you
Okay.
guys make sure you add any suggestions. When does this come out, Carlos?
This comes out Thursday.
All right, so that night, if you're in Tampa, I'll be in Winter Haven at the Laugh Out Lounge in Winter Haven. One show Thursday, one show Friday. Then I get a breather on Saturday, and then the following week I'll be at the Dania Beach Improv. But we'll talk about that next week. Carlos, where are you at this weekend, young man?
I am at the at the Stratosphere at the LA Comedy Club, and then the next week I will be at the Mic Drop in Plano, Texas.
Have you done that before?
No, it's the first time. It used to be the House of Comedy, but now it's the Mic
Oh,
Drop.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Boom.
that's our list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, make sure you add anybody you think we missed, and make sure you call your moms. God bless.